So let's give Adalogical Enigma number 2 a go. I think we'll just jump right in. I'm not going to zoom in this time because I think this is reasonably visible, even on like phones or whatever, and it's useful to be able to see the example. So yeah, let's just get going. Gentle patron, we've entered upon the season of winter holidays, and that always puts me in mind of Father Christmas, or Santa Claus as you may know him. Obviously I'm playing these way after they were published, so they might not be quite in season, but oh well. Specifically, just who is it that plans out his yearly journey to children all over the world? That question inspires this enigma. Yeah, I can't speak. Draw a single loop connecting the centres of squares that passes through all of the boldly outlined regions on the grid. The loop mayn't touch or cross itself, and it must enter and leave each region exactly once. Okay, I need to focus. Pass through all of the regions. Can't touch or cross itself, and it must enter and leave each region exactly once. Okay, so it never goes back into the same region. If a region contains a number, the loop must pass through exactly that many squares within that region. Okay, so in this case, it would pass through 7 of these squares. Finally, and this is quite important, if 2 adjacent squares are in different regions, then the loop must pass through at least one of those squares. Okay. Okay, so 2 squares over a border, the loop must go through one of them. Interesting. Once you've drawn your loop, you can move on to finding the final answer to this enigma. You see these little dots in each square. Okay, it's the same as before. 1, 2, 4, and 8. Binary bits. In each column of the grid... Oh, okay, so this bit's different. In each column of the grid, sum up the values of only the filled bits that are inside the loop. I see, so each column ends up with a number, using only the bits that are inside that loop. Cool. Oh, I didn't even register the fact that it was meant to be a loop. Well, yeah, I guess, yeah, it would have to be, I don't know. In each column of the blah, 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 so I get a letter, and that gives me a clue. What gives me the answer? A clue to the final answer. Okay, cool. Guess that's good enough. I like this. This one seems harder to know how to start. Like in the previous one, I was just like, oh, if 2 words have different letters, I can separate them. But how would I begin with this one? How have they begun here? Somehow. I guess with this corner, because you know you have to be in that corner at some point. I think. Through all of the boldly outlined regions, yes. So that must go that way and that way. And for that to have 7... there are a few ways that could happen actually. Oh no, 7. That's all of them in fact. So it has to go through there as well. So then so you know that line's going through there and going down. Okay, cool. That's how they've started. But we've got this. Oh no. And none of these are like the number. So we've got 4 in a region with 6 squares, 2 in a region with 3 squares, and 6 in a region with 7 squares. But maybe one of them could actually help. The 2. Okay, I think I see something already. So if the 2 squares that were filled in here were this and that, and they're going to have to be adjacent because you can't enter and leave a region more than once. If it were those 2, then I'd be going back into that region, like that. And then I would be, unless I join that up, but then I'm not going to every single region. Then I'd have to, enter and leave this region more than once. So I'm going in there, out, back in, and then out again. So, okay, so it's not those 2, then it must be those 2. In which case I'm not going up there, I'm going that way. And then I can't technically say whether I go along there. I probably do to some degree, but can't say just now. Cool. Should I cross some of these off? Sure, why not? Okay, but where from there? Can I do something similar with the 4? There's also the whole, if two squares are adjacent and in different regions, one of them must be touched. So there's no, but that doesn't mean this one doesn't go through, right? It's region contains blah blah. If two adjacent squares are in different regions, then the loop must pass through at least one of those squares. At least one. That doesn't rule out going through this. Okay, with this 6, if I came in, if I was in that square at some point, and I need to get 6, so I'd have to go down, but I'd never be able to actually reach 6 squares from there. So it must be these 6, right? Yeah. Okay. And that's crossed off. Cool. Think. But I don't know which way I leave this or that. Oh, okay, so this is interesting. So these two are adjacent and in different regions, and I know I don't go into that one. Oh, I can do the same up here. So I know I go there, so that must go up. Cool. And so I know I go there, but I don't know how I get there. Maybe go up and then right, but I don't know yet. But I'll leave a dot, so I know I have to go there at some point. And if I do go there, I'm either coming in or leaving through there, right? Because I have to come into and out of this square, and there's only 2 ways I can do that now. So I will be going that way, and I will be going that way. These don't necessarily join though. And this might go in any direction now. And so this also must be visited, and if that's visited, then that goes like that, and like that. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, so crossing off regions is really good for that reason. In fact, I must visit there as well. Because they're in different regions, they're adjacent, so I definitely don't go to that one, so I must go to that one. Cool. And I mean, so technically I could do that. Like this could be the bottom of some bigger loop. Or it could go up. I'm not sure. Interesting. So that necessarily goes left. But then after that, I don't know. If that goes down, then these end up connecting. Because once I'm in, I have to connect up to whatever's already in there. But I don't think I can say whether that happens. This could go left and then down or whatever. Or even left and left and left and then down and then right. Interesting. Are there any regions that are just one square? I don't think so. No. Okay, This one will be interesting as well. I don't know if I can do anything with it at the moment. So 4 here. So I must visit 4 of these squares. If that one gets visited... Wait, that one necessarily has to be visited? Because I either do like 4 or 4, 4, like that. In fact, that's not good because then the only way I can go from here is still in the same space. That would be okay. That would be okay, and that would be okay. And that would be okay. But I think I do necessarily go there and leave. Yeah, because there's only 3 on this side and 2 on that side. That's in the middle. In fact, ooh, no, okay. And I definitely don't go to all 4 of these. That's not necessarily true. I might do something like that. Okay. If I'm there, and I need to hit 4, is any direction necessarily included? I don't think so. No. Okay. Interesting. In fact, actually, maybe that one's always included? No, because I've just seen I could do this. That's an option. At least I think it's an option. Is this an option? That's interesting, because then I can do that, and then I know I wouldn't be there and there. So that would mean I was definitely there, and definitely there, which seems reasonable. I don't see why that would be a problem. Yeah. Okay, this is tricky. What do I do? Where can I go from here? I was going to say that necessarily goes up, but that's not true because that could connect across there. Or even up there. That could go left or it could go down. No problem with either of those. Is there a special shape here that somehow tells me something? Or am I supposed to use the 4 in a better way? If I necessarily visit this, I'm just thinking about the small regions because they might help in some way. If I visit this, I can at least say when I enter and exit a region, it should never be into the same other region. Yes, that's true. That is very true. Because then they would have to connect as a small loop, and that's not good because I want one big loop. Okay. So this must come in one of these and leave the other one. In which case, those are all the options, right? That and that, or that and that, or that and that, or that and that. In all those situations, these two are connected. Okay, was that good? I mean, it could be there, but like, either come from this region and leave into that one or that one. In fact, that's necessarily what happens. I don't know whether it's like leaving and entering and exiting are like just, it's irrelevant which one's which, but one of my entrances is from here and the other is from one of these two, so therefore I must go across that gap. Cool. That's a kind of a weird thing to put in, but sure. It doesn't take me any further, I don't think. This one's harder to do because it's surrounded by more. All right. What now? This one's much more difficult than the previous one. Is there a rule that I'm not thinking about? Single loop connecting the center of the squares that pass through all of the boldly outlined regions of the grid. The loop remains to touch or cross itself. It must enter and leave each region exactly once. If a region contains a number, the loop must pass through exactly that many squares within that region. Finally, this is quite important if two adjacent squares are in different regions, then the loop must pass through at least one of those squares. Okay. This 4's bugging me. So what are the ways that it could be a 4 in this square? It could be like that. In fact, there's, well, any that doesn't end here. So there's two. There's that one, and there's that one. Yep. Are either of them a problem for other reasons? Let's see what they would be. Well, that would be an X. That would be an X. I already did this before. That would have to connect to there, so it would have to go down. And it would have to go left. Because I know I'm in that region. Okay. Is there any issue with like this? That would have to be visited, that one, and that one. Goes there. This will have to leave into there, and down there, or do it immediately. Then we wouldn't be able to go back into this region after that. It could do this, for example. It'd be fine. But it couldn't do this because then it's stuck. And that would have to go like that and that. So that either goes to the right and connects up with that, or down and connects here. Which would be fine. What happens if... Oh, I think I just undid something. Okay, yes. Okay. Let's do that. So then that's not, and that's not. So that, and that would have to be visited. That means this necessarily does that shape. And then that has to go up. That could go in either of those directions. That would have to go either down or to the right. I don't like any of this. There's just too many options. Oh, okay, wait, so if that connected across there, then this would have to go there, and then we'd have Oh. Oh. Yeah, so it's not just you can't go between the same two. It's not like you can't just do that where you can't go between the same two regions twice. If you've got a fully connected line like that, it can't go into the same region twice unless it's the final one where you're ready to close everything off, because then I have to close everything off here. So that doesn't do that. Okay, that is useful, and it also doesn't do that. That is very useful. So let's go that way. And so these do not come back together because that would force these two to have to connect. Well, these two necessarily do connect very soon. It's just some amount of this region. In fact, that's dashed line. They connect somehow. And then, so this never goes into this region. Okay, that helps a lot. That at least goes up to there. Could go up, it could go left now, then up, or whatever. But that's good. So this necessarily goes up. And doesn't go right, because then the only place it could go is up. In fact, it also has to go left. Okay. Then it goes into this region some way or another. Okay. Okay, and now we know that isn't hit, so that one must be, so therefore that must go left, and therefore that must go left. Okay, that has opened up a lot more. Now these may continue, or they may join. I don't think I can say. Yes I can. Because if that went up, I'd have to cross that out, in which case that would have to be part of the thing, in which case that would have to go there, and that would have to happen. Which it can't fork like that. So this continues left. And therefore so does this. And then the same, no, not the same is true here. Or is the same true here? If these connected, no, okay. Well, that would be x, 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 that. Yeah, that seems okay to me. But not necessarily correct. But this can't go left. Because this is going to go into that region too. And we know this is connected at some point soon. And then that would have to be connected, and I'd have a closed loop, which is not good. So that does not go that way. That does go that way. Woohoo! Making some real good progress. Assuming no mistakes have been made, which is a very big assumption. So all of those have to have lines in them, so that continues that way. At some point leaves here, I don't know when. Oh, if that's got a line in it, then it must go like that. So these eventually join up at some point. We go into that region and then that region. If we have to get there at some point, it could be like that though. Ooh, it couldn't. We know these connect. Let's dashed line it. There we go. We know those connect. And if I went that way to get that, I'd have to connect up to this, in which case I'd have another closed loop. So I don't go that way to that, so I go this way. In fact, these do not connect. So this has to leave. If it came down here, it would have to leave into this region, which would close everything. So it doesn't. It goes all the way here and then left. Okay, now the for's going to come into play, I think. That doesn't go left, that goes down. Then I don't know. Cool. But that's an X. Okay, I do know. That goes there and there. That goes like this and like that. these don't connect, so that continues going. And I know I go to that region. I could have done that before. So that necessarily goes left. So I either hit that or that, so not that. Because there's 4 in this in total. But I can only get to that or that, because I've already hit 3. Cool. That doesn't go left, because then I'd have to close this off again. So bring that down. At that point it could go left. Maybe. Wait, if those two are definitely in it, then they have to be connected like this. Cool. In which case that's an X, that's an X, that's definitely in it, that is 2, and that is, and that is, and that is. I just realised there's a... What is that? What is that thing? Wait, that's not... That's like Photoshop being weird. Why? One of the... It's like the eyedropper or something? No? Okay, whatever, I'm gonna ignore it. What did I just do? So all of these are in this. So those are connected. That must go that way. So those are connected. And that way. That doesn't go back into there. But it may continue going down. Or it may go to the right. This one. So either coming from there and leaving here. Or here and there. That's too much to say. Can I figure out this bit? That either goes straight across, in which case that definitely doesn't go that way. In fact, we know this goes into this shape, and this has already got an exit, so that doesn't go that way. Okay. I should probably explain that a bit better. What am I saying? This here must go either up or to the left, in which case we've got both of the entrances into this region on the left. So that, if that went that way, it would have to go that way as well, and it can't, because we can't keep going into that region, so it must go down. In which case that's an X, and that's a dot. So that goes up, that goes left, that goes down. And so that goes down. Those two are connected. Cool. And that must have to join with that. Sweet. That's an X, but it doesn't really help me. That's an X, that's an X. Oh, okay. That helps me. That goes down. But I can't say which way I leave now. So that goes down. But then could go quite a few places. That's an X. That's a dot. So those are connected somehow, and it can't be like that. In fact, that goes like that, because it can't go the other two directions. And that goes down. I hope I'm not making loads of stupid mistakes here. That's definitely part of it. That's part of it because of this X. That goes there. I'm guessing in some way what I draw here will inform which of these squares I have to fill out. Like I'll know some of these are x's, so I have to touch them. But right now I don't think I can. Oh, I can at least say I don't go there, right? Because if I went there, I'd have to leave out one of these directions. So at most I go out to here to join these two together, but not there. Okay. Ooh, okay. This might give me the information I need. Because I know at some point... So, okay, if I went directly up, I'd connect these too quickly. So, let's erase this. So this definitely goes this way, and I have to get that. If I went that way, I wouldn't be able to come up and join to this, so I have to go down. So I must take every single square in here. Sweet. I have to get to there as well, so I definitely don't leave that way. I don't know exactly how many of these I fill in, though. I'm going to get there. Oh, so that definitely goes that way and that way. In which case that definitely goes that way. And either that's going to join up or it's going to leave here. Okay, so we've got one entrance into this region. Oh, and that joins up. Now if that went... That could go that way and this could come down and join there. Or it could just join here. And that could... Oh, no. Wait, what am I saying? So if that went down, these would have to join. And that would be stuck. That doesn't go down. That goes left. Okay. This must continue all the way out here. And these have to join. Cool. In which case that has to go to the right. This has to join with this at some point. Either it goes like this, in which case that would be an X, and that would have to be a dot, and I can't touch all of those, so that can't happen. So it must be like this. Because that's an X, and that's a dot, so I come all the way out here, okay. Okay, this has become much easier now that I've started thinking about it the right way. So I have to do that. That's, I mean, I have to get in there at some point. If I went up here, I'd have to join these, so no, that goes to the left. And then to the left again, and then up there. And then that necessarily goes in there, and I have to reach that, so this, and I'm done. Hooray. That's it, right? Oh, they've put nice lines underneath, so I can write the letters out. Is that it? Is that it? Maybe. Looks good. So I need to count up the dots that are inside the line in each column. I'm also going to need the alphabet again. Let's do it with text. Let's do it with text. It was good enough for me last time to just have a table. That's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, so that is 10. Okay. Oh, how should I do this? Let's do another. Oh, crap. Don't go away. Oh, I don't know how to use stuff. E, H, I, J. That's 10 letters. Okay, how do I keep that without it going away? Okay. K, L, M, N. What's my alphabet? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. Oh, no, not that. Whoa. Whoa, what is that? Go away. Go away. No. I did not mean to do that. Screen mode, full screen. Sure. Okay, it's gone. I wanted to move that. I just hit the wrong key. And then let's do some more text. U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, or Z. Just that Z doesn't really rhyme with the classic children's alphabet rhyme. Alright, okay, so that's useful enough for me. So I think I can just do the math in my head, hopefully. Let's see what happens. So in this first column, inside the loop, we have which way do the numbers go? Ah, crap. 1, 2, 4, 8, okay. Bring it back down. So a 2, a 4, a 2 and a 4. 12, which is L. And then on this one, we've got a 2. I'm guessing that counts still. Yes, inside the loop. So 2, 1, 3, 5. Nothing, 5, E. L, E. It's got to be something Christmas themed, right? Maybe. Nothing. 1. 1. A. That's outside. 1, 3, 1. 4, sorry. D. Lead. It's not like lead reindeer or something like that. It's going to be, isn't it? In which case, Rudolph. Okay. Let's see. 2, 3, 5, 9. Leading. Maybe I did that one wrong. We'll see in a second. 2, 3, 7, 9, 10, 14, and lead in. Nothing. 2, 3. Oh, have I done this right? Yeah, I think so. 7, which is G, leading. 1, 4, 5, 9, 8, 17, 18, R. I think I can guess what it's going to be. 2, 3, 5, E. I'm going to do it anyway. 2, 6. I'll have to tell what's inside and what's outside now. 2, 6, 8, 9. I. What a surprise. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 13. I missed one. I'm assuming. 1. Let's do it again. 1 plus 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. Oh yeah, okay, 10, 14, n. Expecting 4, I guess. 1, 1, 1, 1, 4. D. Expecting 5, 2, 1, 1, 1. Expecting another 5, 2, 1, 2. Then whatever R is, 18. 1, 2, 10, 8, 18. Eating reindeer, okay. Let's not make that disappear. Then, let's do it nice and green, like last time. In fact, oh, how do I do stuff? Oh, I need to change layer back to, oh. Yeah, sure, whatever. Green. Ooh. Doll. Doll. Hooray. Nice. Pretty good. I like that one. It's good. Pathfinding. Nice. And also it didn't take too long. Quite a short one. Neat. This bit was the same as before. I don't think it always is. I think they vary that to some degree. Yeah, once again, check out pavelspuzzles.com. Do these for yourself. Until next time.